brand new campervan is being unveiled at the Caravan Camping and Motorhome show. Today I bring you an exclusive first look, but this isn't just a brand new never seen before campervan. There is a brand new bed system on rails currently, the only one in the UK, which actually solves a problem which some people say that they have with the current campervan beds. It has a brand new pop-top roof designed for this van, and again thought to be the only one in the UK. And yes, of course, it's a sprung mattress bed in the pop top. It's real quality. I am privileged to have been given the opportunity to see this van, and I've even been asked for my opinion. I said it should definitely be green, but obviously they didn't listen. They didn't really ask for my opinion, but I do actually have some suggestions which I'll take to them later. It's not all good news though, but I'll come on to that later. Anyway, as I talk, this campervan is currently being transit ported to the NEC Birmingham for the Caravan Camping and Motorhome show. Never do get that right. If you're attending the show this week, you're going to be able to see this very van in the flesh, actually before me, because I'm not going to be there until later on in the week. The van is going to be on the Jan's Lifestyle stand, along with some of the current VW Transporter T6.1 campers they've got, and the new Crafter, the 4-berth Crafter-based campervan with pop-top, which I showed you at the last show in October. Each of these aforementioned vehicles are NCC approved, and this one will be also. Bespoke in Northern Ireland are building on the core values that have seen them be very successful over the years by providing customers with a high quality product, yet excellent value for money. This is just a prototype at present, and for the first time it's being built on the Ford platform, but more on that later. This prototype has been built as an upgraded version of the current Bespoke Explore campervan, using new and updated components and assisted by the loyal customer feedback which they've received over the last 10 years. It is still being developed and has even more features to come soon. Bespoke work with the product manufacturers to ensure that they are the very best versions of what they can be. Having the components tailor-made make for a much improved product. Once complete, this van will be crash tested. It will have NCC approval, which is the highest recognised safety standard possible for a campervan, whole vehicle type approval, base vehicle manufacturer approval, and then will go into full production. This van is yes on the Ford platform, but bear with me on that. For now, the camper donor version isn't available, so development of this has been on a panel van with barn doors. The future though will include a tailgate. I'm not going to be going into engines today or drivetrains or the base van in this video. It's just about the camper van. However, as you can see, it is definitely more modern with its big infotainment screen including sat-nav and the big digital driver display. You can see here that it's got the Ford steering wheel, which is certainly quite different from the VW steering wheel which we've seen in the modern range of vehicles from Volkswagen. The front seats are both swivel seats. Why some converters only have one swiveling seat, I don't know. The leather on these seats is Napa leather, like is available in the current range of vehicles, and I will report back when I'm at the show to see what the comfort of these seats is really like. Now the conversion, and you may be aware that the new this Transit is wider than the current Transit Transporter models. However, there is a slight problem, and that's with the C-pillar. This pillar sticks out, which makes it difficult to work with. The metal does protrude. This vehicle is a work in progress, and I've got an idea on how they could improve this, which I'm sure they'll be too complex, but I'm going to share it with them anyway and see what they think. There's a lot to talk about here, and something just there which I'm really quite excited about. But let's start here. It has the Dometic 2-burner gas hob and sink. The gas supply is from an underslung LPG tank, and that will be having a huge upgrade over what is currently available on the market. Behind these clean looking units, which will be available in a variety of colours, sits a Dometic fridge freezer. Why change a product that works so well? Something that is changing on this updated camper is the worktops. We've seen in the other products the solid oak worktops, which I personally think are fantastic. I've used them and they are really good. However, as campers are very personal and everybody's got different tastes, a new worktop is being specially made for them in a range of different colours and textures, and these are glass edged surfaces, and really could provide a unique finish to the camper. One of the really modern changes to this is the LED touchscreen control panel. This is similar to what is seen on the Bespoke Crafter. The panel won't just turn your lights and water pump on and off and tell you what your charge status is. It will also control your heating, see your levels, manage your lithium iron phosphate battery. Yes, battery management will be available via the control panel. The electrical system will be built using high-end components, mainly Victron. There's a 12-volt system providing power for the lights, the heating, the fridge, and also the 12-volt power outlets. So you've got your USBs to charge your phones and other devices. And additionally, there's 240-volt system, so you can plug in your household items. If you want to take your kettle or something like that with you, then there's somewhere you can plug it in. And also, when I said levels, this isn't just how much water you have left in your tanks, but also your gas level. Perfect for planning ahead when to fill up. Much better than that shake test at the gas bottle, which really doesn't work very well. I said the heating can also be controlled from the control panel, and this will be a 3 kilowatt gas heater. I've said that they work closely with companies to develop these products, and this is just one of those situations. After the show, this van will be taken to the heater manufacturer for its final development. Why have off the shelf when you can have a bespoke component? Bespoke in a bespoke. You'll certainly notice something in the flooring on this, which we'll come on to in a moment, but this flooring is Amtico. Amtico, I think that's how you say it, and it's available in different finishes and different colours. So you're going to be able to personalise the kitchen unit colours, the worktop, the surface which you get on that, the different texture, and also the flooring as well. You're also going to be able to choose what colour leather you have. You don't have to go for just black. You could go for something completely totally out there if you so wished. It's entirely up to you. Campervans are personal choices. Although if you go for something really kind of out there, an luminous pink or something like that, it might be much harder to sell in the future. One of the most important aspects of a campervan are the beds. Yes, we need to make sure that we've got a comfortable place to rest our heads. And with this being a 4-berth campervan, there are 2 beds. Let's start downstairs. And this rib seat bed is not an existing model. It's a brand new model developed with rib, and they are the only company in the UK to have one. They've actually got 2 in 2 different sizes. This is the 112 centimetre version, as they believe it allows for the better sized kitchen units, but the 120 centimetre is also being considered. There are some special features to this bed, one of which I've wanted in my van for a long time, and that's a bed on rails. This can be used safely in any position along the rails, but not only that, to get the seat into position, it's an easy thing to do. I'm going to demonstrate this when I'm at the show. It has ultra smooth one-handed operation, so I'm going to be able to hold my camera and actually do it at the same time, sounding like it will be perfect. But that's not all for this seatbed. It also sits lower to the floor than the current rib bed range, which will be appreciated by some of us shorter people. That has been one of the complaints in the past, that the rib bed sits too high. Well, problem solved. What is similar to the existing range though is the contouring of the seats. These aren't completely flat like you get with a rock and roll style bed. The rib bed is contoured to enhance the comfort whilst you're driving, then also having comfort on the reverse when it's transformed into a bed. The downstairs bed isn't the only bed though, and as I've said, the pop-top of this camper also has a bed. Like the current Bespoke range, this isn't just a bedboard that's commonly seen in some pop-tops. It will contain a sprung system. The pop-top in this prototype is from SCA, and again believed to be the only one in the UK. This pop-top has been developed for the Camperdona vehicle that Ford are producing, something I'm going to discuss at the show during this week, because I think I might get a few questions on that. There are some aspects of this roof that are, in the words of the converter, exceptional. The fit, the finish, the bed system, the canvas and the halo style lights. I personally really do like these lights. I think they look very good, although I think they're probably going to look better in the flesh when I get to see it. It's nice how the canvas is scenic, but not only that, it's also replaceable, so it can be swapped out if it becomes damaged or you just fancy a colour change. This roof might not be the one seen in the final production model, as they are also in development with Remo and the current supplier Oztops. This is all sounding high quality, top spec components developed with the product manufacturers built to the highest levels of safety and have all the paperwork to prove it. Surely this is going to be big money. Well, I don't expect it will be. If you look at the current range of VW Transporter T6.1s with the rib bed, the frothy sprung mattress in the pop tops, etc., it's about £53,000, brand new with motor caravan registration. Therefore, a lot less than you find on some of the panel conversions, which have a far, far lower spec. So I think, well, I actually know that the price will represent very good value. Looks are subjective, and some like body kits, big wheels, lowered suspension, and I do actually fall into that category myself. However, not everyone does. So people can have a choice to buy a type approved vehicle like this with a better spec camper and then add the cosmetic later. Surely it's better to start with a much better spec van to build on. I know there is currently development taking place for the aftermarket items, and it won't be long until we see these appearing too. The wheels, the body kits, the spoilers, all that good stuff. Really, really exciting. But what is some more bad news? Well, if you're a die-hard Volkswagen fan, then you may not be happy that he's not a VW Transporter just yet. The new Volkswagen Transporter T7, or whatever it's going to be called, is not due till 2025. Therefore, if you're not tempted by a Ford, you're going to have to wait. But why wait? This Ford has been improved over the outgoing range, and he's definitely worth a look. However, if your heart is set on the Volkswagen, it is expected that the development for the new VW Transporter will be an easy process, as the base van will be near identical, we think, and the converters certainly hope so. I can't wait to see this van this week, a glimpse of what the new era we're heading into will look like. But if you're not convinced by the new Transit and you want to know more about the T6.1 from Bespoke, then you can see that video here. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon.